Red Hot Gotti, come subscribe, like, come subscribe, like, come subscribe, like, come subscribe. Red Hot Gotti, Red Hot Gotti, Red Hot Gotti. Gods and goddesses, we got ourselves a little special video, another Spider-Man one. Just wanted to talk about, Raimi's Spider-Man versus The Amazing Spider-Man. Now, this isn't just going to be, bashing The Amazing Spider-Man. I'm going to talk about some good parts of it. But I basically wanted to go over the things that kind of made me mad and that really failed they really failed the series. It could have been like a 3-movie thing like Raimi's Spider-Man. Also, they kind of screwed up Raimi's Spider-Man with the third one. I still really do love it. But there are some things that kind of are in The Amazing Spider-Man, especially the second one, that was messed up in Spider-Man 3. And the one thing I will say off jump, wow, I can't speak, is that they kind of screwed up like the villain aspect. Like the villains are very hit or miss, like for example, the Lizard is probably the best one they have. He was in the first one, and he was kind of okay at best, you could say. He was menacing, he had this like menacing presence to him, and Spider-Man could not beat him at first. It was hard for him, but his plan was kind of dumb in a way, him wanting to turn all the citizens into lizards. Now, I'm pretty sure in the animated series he wanted to do the same thing, which kind of confused me because I looked back at that and I realized that Spider-Man fans actually did used to watch that. I watched a good amount of it. I didn't watch like the whole series or anything like Spectacular, but also watch Spectacular Spider-Man. It's amazing. I'm not even joking. But anyway, it's like it kind of just, I don't know. It just didn't sit well with me. And there's no shade at the actor who played him. I don't know his name, but I just think that there was just like, it just didn't really work for me, honestly, because a lot of people thought it was just plain old stupid. I didn't think that because, he sees himself as basically a god now, like he's beyond the humans. So I understand that part. I just think it was kind of weird. Now, the relationship between Gwen and Peter in the movies, both of them, is fantastic. I love it. Except for when they like kind of break up in the second one. Again, this is kind of stupid. Like I don't understand like why they kept doing that. It's like the kind of will they won't they with the Raimi series, which they kind of copied as well. It's just annoying. I wish they would have actually changed that. That's the one thing I wish they changed. Let me actually get into the things that they actually copied though. One thing is, I would say like the suit. Like as you can tell from the picture, the suit looks very similar in terms of the lining of the webs. They basically copied the way they made the first suit and basically just, it was like copy and paste, literally. Obviously the symbol's different to differentiate them, make it so that, this is a different Spider-Man. And the eyes are a lot bigger and a lot more white, which I like. I honestly like the Amazing Spider-Man suit more. Well, in certain like aspects, like maybe the eyes, like if they were on, but I don't know if they were on the Raimi suit, I don't know if I would like them. But anyway, I do really like the suit. The first Amazing Spider-Man I do not like. It's terrible. It literally is like a basketball. Like the red is weird. Go look at it. It's super weird. A lot of people hated it. That's probably the worst part of the entire movie for me. Honestly, I'm not even joking. But yeah, like when it comes to like just the whole kind of aspect of it, they kind of like try to take some things from the Raimi series and try to make them better, but also try to make it different. Like they even gave it a super dark tone, for the whole like series, The Amazing Spider-Man. They tried to introduce his the parents and try to kind of unlock some of the unlock, I guess, for lack of better words. God, I can't speak. God. And try to, like, figure out some of the secrets behind, what was going on with his parents, how they died and stuff like that. And it just wasn't interesting because like, let's be honest, no one cares about Peter Parker's parents. They didn't even mention it in the Raimi series at all. And that's what amazed me. I thought they would have mentioned it once. I mean, in the first one, kind of, when Norman Osborn's like, your parents will be very proud, and he's like, nah, I'm with my aunt and uncle. They're very proud of me. But like, other than that, they never mention the parents. It's just completely unspoken. And I'm glad for that. I'm actually very glad, because it would be very confusing to hear that they were super spies and that Peter, was left with his aunt and uncle because they had to do some super spy crap. It's ridiculous. So that's one thing that I wish, they actually would have copied, besides the suit and also the web shooters. I want to get on that, because the web shooters are one big thing. Because, in Spider-Man 2, obviously, Peter in the Raimi series lost his powers, and like that was one of the story arcs. He was losing his powers, and because of his self-doubt, and it was a very psychological thing, which I liked. Looking back at it, because recently I did look back at 1 and 2, and they're amazing. They're legendary in history. Like, I'm not even joking. But with the amazing, it's like I'm kind of glad they tried to actually implement the web shooters, but they just didn't do it right. They didn't use it to its full potential, and that's why I feel like they're just kind of copying Raimi series and trying to make things different just for the sake of it. They don't really care about the series. Probably the best thing that they didn't kind of copy, but kind of copy, was the relationship between Gwen and Peter, which was different. Now, I will do a whole video kind of going over the other characters, like the other Spider-Man, but that'll be for another video.
No way, Jose.
Red Hot Gotti, come subscribe, like, come subscribe, like, come subscribe, like, come subscribe.